Oh, are you kidding? Yes. Seriously? Oh, wait, no, he's still on there. It's on. Okay, believe it or not, I was just talking, fired up the camera, made a cast, and hooked a fish. This is crazy. Crazy. I need a...
Camera off like 1 second.
Yeah. Whoa.
Dandy.
What's going on? So this is part of the reason I... Oh, yes. So, anyway, trying to film this all by myself is interesting. Anyway, as you can see, this is why I love the river.
There he comes around here.
Jeez, crazy hot fish too. Just about pulled it out of my, pulled the rod out of my hand.
Let's see, I think he's coming up. Oh, there he is right there. Yeah, coming around.
So we've been fishing a combination of, whoa, crazy fish, of roe and beads, both soft beads and hard beads. And they both seem to
know who the unanimous winner is at this point.
Yeah, they both seem to be working, but the beads have been doing a great job, I must say. Okay. All right. There you go. Let's see if I can. Sorry. All right. All right.
There it is.
Yeah, I put up a great tussle.
He's using some kind of...
Right on. Thanks, Travis.
That's a beautiful fish. Good job, Nick.
Right
Good
on.
job, bro. That's awesome.
Wow.
So in a minute, we're going to talk about different techniques we've been doing and about the trip in general. So anyway, we'll be right back. Okay, well, that was an amazing pass. I'm going to go ahead and make a cast here. Troy just fired out. We're side drifting the slot here with, I think we're both using beads right now.
Yep.
10 or 12 millimeter beads, and beautiful long run. It's been productive historically. So you guys, what just happened? I turned the camera on. We weren't really going to film today, but we thought, what the heck? Almost as soon as I turned it on, I hooked a fish.
Yeah, you started talking, and then you didn't even set the thing down yet, and you hooked one.
Right.
After you turned it off, that was pretty epic.
Turned it back on and filmed your fight. Pretty amazing.
So what's the day been like so far? Like, what's happened?
It's been pretty good. I mean, we've had multiple hookups. You know, I think we got one on bait, and the rest have been on these little beads.
Yep.
And then Troy and I got some amazing burritos
Breakfast burritos.
last night.
Locally.
And then Travis has a heater in the front of his boat. You can see down here. This is pretty cool. So you turn the heater on, and then you can heat things up in there. So you have delicious burritos, and that was awesome.
Size of your head.
Now I'm looking for a Tums.
Right?
So we're back again here. I'm fishing with Travis Price, my neighbor Troy Bloom. We're at an Oregon coast stream. Fishing's been really good. We're doing side drifting. What we decided to do is compare eggs versus beads. So Travis likes to fish them both. He's been doing it for years. Historically fished with eggs a lot, but the beads have come on strong. I'd say the last probably 6 years or so. And he's going to show us some different rigs that he uses and talk a little bit about them. Okay, Travis, why don't you show us what we've been doing? It's sure been effective.
Okay, so this is our basic side drifting setup. I mean, I think anybody that does it is fishing pretty much the same thing. So I got a 9-foot 6 to 10 rogue rod, fluger reel, and this bead setup is standard. I mean, you buy these soft beads and it shows you how to set them up. But this is a size 10 millimeter with a size 4 hook up to my slider setup. So I just got a, number 10 barrel swivel with the snap to my slinky. Got it set up on a slider, and that's the basic bead rig. I mean, you could, and we rigged the hard beads the same exact way. Pin them above the hook a few inches. You can see, I mean, everybody I know has got 2 or 3 boxes of beads set up. They all look like this, all different sizes, colors. For you got these big ones for muddy, murkier water, down to these little bitty ones for clear water like we're fishing now. So that's pretty much what we're doing. So that's our bead setup. The bait setup is the same exact rod. Everything's the same. 10-pound main line to an 8-pound leader, and this is just what we call a yarn bait. I mean, everybody's fishing them. So the yarn is tied into the hook with a little puff ball, little chartreuse puff ball. And you can use whatever color yarn you like. I like this color. It's called the Steelhead Orange. I mean, any of the pinks, you know, they all work good. It's about presentation. And then on top of that, it's a little bait in the bait loop. And that's our yarn, what we call a yarn bait setup. So that's the two baits we've been fishing the last couple of days with Nick and Troy. And you know, this time of year with the fish starting to spawn, the beads seem to work significantly better. I mean, I think we've got, in 2 days, we've got one fish on bait, hooked two and got one on bait, and you know.
Right. And that was one of the first things you asked me a few days before the trip, is if I wanted to use bait or beads or something to that effect. And I thought, wow, that'd be kind of interesting to see how they compare.
So here's my weight assortment. I mean, I've got, a lot of guys use lead shot. I like to use pencil lead inside the slinky cord. It's just, I can make a ton of them. It's fast. But I got everywhere from 3/4 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, up to 2 inch right here in the 3/16 inch size. And then I bump up for heavier, bigger water and bigger flows. I go to a 1/4 inch diameter, and I got those, you know, in 1 inch, 1.5, and 2 inch sizes. I mean, if that can't get bottom, I'm probably not fishing that day because there's way too much water. But yeah, that's my slinky setup. The last 2 days, the flows right now, we're able to get away with 3 small weights that are pretty close to the same size. I mean, you know, low water, you don't need a lot of weight.
So it's amazing to think almost 20 years ago, we made a video
I know.
on side drifting.
Right.
And it's hard to believe that much time has passed. So that video is also available on the Salmon Trout Steelheader YouTube site, so you can check it out.
Yep.
And it's there, and it's might be kind of funny to
We look a lot different.
right. But anyway, so again, one of my favorite trips of the year is to fish with Travis and come down, you know, takes care of everything, and it's just makes it so fun and easy. So we're side drifting with Travis Price. We're doing going through a nice little run right here. And how does the system work? You've got 2 guys in the front of your drift boat.
I got 2 anglers in front. So right now we're casting out the left, and when we go out the left seat, my style, which I think is pretty about the same as most everybody does it, is I have the guy in the left seat throw first, slightly upstream, and then the person in the right seat, as soon as the left rod clears, the person in the right seat can toss and just downstream and a little bit shorter. And when their weight hits the water, I like to have you click over, get that tip to head level, and hold it still, and don't move until I say jerk.
And then depending on the depth and speed of the run, he'll have us change sinkers. So he has 3 different sinker sizes, and then before we get to the run, we'll put the right size on, and that seems to really help. You know, for deeper, faster pools or shallow, slow riffles, you want to change your gear. Okay, so we finished the run. Travis jumped off the oars, and then he's going to slowly glide us back up the river, and then we can make another pass.
Another thing, guys, when you're fishing water, you make sure when you motor back up, make sure to stay off the holes, you know, and be courteous of other boats around you. So if Nick spins around, you'll see how goes around. You'll see how I stand right here close to the shore on top of the rocks, and you can see the main channel out here on the right. So yeah, always stay off the holes, and it'll make your fishing better. You know, you won't spook fish out from places they're supposed to be.
So again, we just made a pass through this beautiful stretch of river. Caught fish here, you know, in the past many times. We're gonna go through it again. Travis is gonna take us back up to the top, and we're gonna give it another shot. What you got going on there, mister?
Well, I think I got a steelhead here. It's kind of being a little bit of a downer, staying down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him. Oh, yeah, there he is. There he is. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Little cranky, little cranky. Oh, stay there. Ooh. Yeah. You had a pretty nice setup there. Oops, sorry. Okay.
One minute jump.
All right, Travis, let's see here. Oh, nice scoop.
Awesome.
Yes,
job.
yes. Thank you, sir. Oh, yeah.
Bad looking fish.
That's a good
Nice.
one.
Great fighter.
Yes. A bit nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Right on.
Hey.
So Troy, what's your take on this trip so far?
It's a great trip. This is my 4th or 5th year, and I just enjoy coming down and spending some time on the water. Catch fish, it's great. If not, still a good time.
Yeah.
This guy's top notch.
Yeah, and we've had fun. We just kind of get our own place, and he's been picking us up and dropping us off.
Literally,
that's really nice.
Turnkey.
Mhm.
Yeah, but remember how, like, the first years we started fishing here, and even back when you started fishing with me 20 years ago, the numbers we had, I mean, 20 fish days were normal, you know.
Fishing every
15
hole.
fish
Every
days
hole.
were normal. Now it's, I don't know, I mean, sure, everybody's got their theories of what's going on, you know, whether it's ocean conditions. I'm sure it's a number of factors that are going into our low fish counts right now. And
it definitely helps too. Even when the fishing's tough, you're still doing reasonably well,
right?
Because you've been fishing it for so many years. You know every rock, pocket, and all the different river systems you fish. You're able to clue right in.
You really got to work it right now to get,
you
know, 2 or 3 or 4 fish a day. I mean, it's tough, but
and then working as a team with some of the other, you know, guides and fishermen down here, that's really helpful. What I really noticed a lot of was you guys were sharing water too when we're fishing. It wasn't like we were racing to get the best spot. Everybody was sharing.
Yeah, the group of guides were around today, and for the most part, all the guides I fish around are really, you know, they really do a good job of, you know, everybody stays together and kind of, you know, everybody gets a fresh hole themselves, and we just fish around each other, and no one's racing all day trying to get the first hole every time. And, you know, I mean, I realize there's time management with different people when they're taking off the water, but yeah, these group of guys around today are awesome. I love those guys, and they're fun to fish around, and they're relaxed and chilled, and they're not.
Everybody's friendly.
Everybody's friendly.
And people were
competition.
Right. And people were using different techniques. I noticed some people were using floats and fly rods.
Using fly rods and floats and beads.
That type of thing. That looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, those guys, and those guys do really well in here. They know how to catch them too.
I like to, my home river, we do a lot of, me personally, I do a lot of side drifting. And what I enjoy about fishing with Travis is that's pretty much what he does. So
yeah, no bobbers in here.
Works,
I got it definitely
jigs,
works.
Everything works. Bobber and eggs. And,
I like seeing the bite on the rod tip. Is what I'm addicted
so
to.
Much fun,
that's what I enjoy about side drifting, seeing the bite.
And simple.
Yes.
Really.
Right.
So, and I'm in total agreement too. And I think it takes a lot of skill too to feel those bites and make sure you set on them. It's hard sometimes to determine the difference between it bouncing along on a rock or a light grab. And it's fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.